Hello everyone. Today we have to discuss about plants pigment. Okay, as you know that the plant have various pigments, and some of them helps in the photosynthesis, and some of them provide the specific color and antioxidant properties. Okay, so today we have to discuss about various types of plant pigments, and these are the learning objective of today lecture. First of all, to understand about the properties of plant pigments or various plant pigment, and to know about photosynthetic pigment and difference between the pigment that biological pigment or photosynthetic pigment, and to understand various types of biological pigments, okay, that found in the plants. So first of all, we need to know about what are the pigments. So pigments are the molecule that absorb specific wavelength of light. Okay, as you know that when certain molecules accept specific wavelength of light, and they emit a certain wavelength of light, okay, and depending on the emission wavelength, the color we have to observe the specific color of that pigment, and the pigment are colored. Obviously, the name given to them because of their color, and the color we see is the net effect of all the light reflecting back at us. Okay, because some of the light absorbed by the pigment, and some of the light reflect by the pigment. Okay, that's why the color we have to observe. This is due to the emission wavelength, and they are the substances that provide by living organisms that have a color resulting from selective color absorption. Okay, obviously the color which we have to observe that certain organisms have, this is due to the pigment or the selective absorption of that. Okay, so now we have to discuss some more detail regarding this. So as we know that when the pigment absorb the light, okay, so particularly the electron that found in their orbit absorb that energy, okay, in the form of photon. Okay, so electron exist at specific level in the pigment molecules, and normally exist at lowest specific level or lowest energy level when there is no absorption of light in the form of photon take place. However, if enough energy comes to boost them into the next level or higher level, okay, so that time they can absorb that energy and occupy the higher level. Okay, so this is the process how the plant pigment absorb light and use to boost up electron into the higher energy level. Now, what do mean by the absorb? Okay, so the light they absorb contains just the right amount of energy. Okay, the energy, the minimum amount of energy required to push up the electron from the higher or next energy level. Okay, as we study in the chemistry, and light not having enough energy or having too much energy is reflected back. That's why electron does not want to stay at higher level. Okay, this is the phenomena. Every things or uh, must be in a minimum energy state. That's why it wants to return to the lowest energy level because it is unstable there when the electron at higher energy level is set. That's why in order to do this, it has to release energy that has put it into the higher level. Okay, so this energy which the pigment release, and the wavelength of this electromagnetic radiation uh, de- uh, particularly determine the color of the pigment. And where to release energy? Okay, so energy can be released in the form of heat. Okay, so the conversion in the molecular motion is there, and the energy can be released in the form of fluorescence. So here losing electron by the light, and sometimes energy released in the form of resonance. So the energy, but not the electron itself, can be passed on to the another molecules, and by transferring the electron to another molecule. Okay, so these are the various ways why which the electron can release their energy while they come back to the uh, a lower energy level. And plant pigments usually utilize the last two of these reactions to convert the sun energy into their own. Okay, so now what is the biological pigment? Okay, so all the pigment that produced by the living organism, okay, called biological pigment. Okay, either the pigment which found in the skin, and pigment found in the eyes, the pigment found in the fur or hair, all these are the biological pigment. Okay, so these pigment produced by living organism. Okay, and have a color resulting from selective color absorption. Okay, and include plant pigment and even flower pigments. Okay, so skin contain melanin pigment. Okay, in specialized cells called chromatophores. Okay, which determine the color of skin. Now, pigment color versus structure color. Okay, so what are the difference between the pigment colors or structural color? Okay, so pigment color differ from structural color in the following ways. As pigment color same for all viewing angle. Okay, so this is uh, a characteristic of the pigment color. Okay, so when the pigment you have to observe, you can see from any angle it look same. And structural color result of selective reflection or uh, iridescence. Okay, usually because of multi-layer structure. Okay, so this color can be different from different angle. You can observe. For example, butterfly wings typically contain structural color. Okay, because when you have to see that butterfly wings from different angle, you have to see that the different color you have to observe. Okay, so many butterfly have cells that contain a pigment as well. Okay, now types of biological pigments. So there are various types of pigment is there, like heme or porphyrin based pigment. Okay, any pigment which you have a heme ring or porphyrin ring in their structure. Okay, and for example, chlorophyll is an example of porphyrin based pigment. Bilirubin, and some of the pigment are light emitting pigment. Okay, so light emitting pigment, like for example luciferin. Okay, so luciferin are light emitting pigment, and carotenoids. Okay, so for example hematochromes. This is the example of carotenoids. For example, algal pigment and mix of carotenoids and their derivatives that found in the algae, various types of algae that have different color. Some red algae also there, and carotenes. For example, alpha carotenes, beta carotenes, xanthophylls also there, and for example oxidized carotene such as uh, canthag- canthagens, and proteinaceous pigment is also there. Okay, like phytochromes which found in the electron transport chain, and polyinolates is also there. For example red pigment, that found in the parrot, and other pigment is also there like melanin, urochrome, flavonoids. Okay, so these are the various types of pigments that found in the living organism. Now, the pigment that found in the plants. Okay, so the principal pigments or the main pigments that found in the plants include chlorophyll. Okay, uh, or you know that chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B. Okay, that required for the photosynthesis process, and carotenoids. Okay, carotenoids provide the special color to the fruits. Okay, like tomato contain carotenoids. Xanthophylls also provide color to the plants. Anthocyanins provide the color. Even these anthocyanins used as a food coloring agent. Okay, and anthocyanin has blue colors. Okay, which is used as a natural color in food, and betalis is also a pigment that found in the plants. Okay, so these are the various pigments that found in the plants. Okay, so what are the primary function of pigments that found in the plants? So the primary function of pigment, you know that is photosynthesis. Okay, so photosynthesis is the primary function because pigment has a capacity to absorb light of specific wavelength, which is required for the light-dependent reaction in the photosynthesis. Okay, so these pigments, particularly green pigments, okay, like chlorophyll, along with several red and yellow pigment, okay, called light and form light harvesting complex, okay, which help in the photosynthesis or in the light harvesting, okay, and that pigment help to capture as much as light as possible, okay, so that the efficiency of photosynthesis increase. And other function of these plant pigments include like attracting insect, okay, and to flowers, so that the pollination can be occur. Okay, so these are the function or primary function of pigments that found in the plants. Okay, so the major pigment that found in the plant, you know that chlorophyll. Okay, so chlorophyll is the major pigment or the primary pigment that found in the plants. Okay, and chlorine. Okay, chlorine absorb yellow light wavelength and blue light wavelength that reflecting green. Okay, green light. Okay, that's why chlorophyll look green in color. So all land plants and green algae have two types of chlorophyll in abundant quantity, that is chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Okay, and these helps and photosynthetic heterochromes contain chlorophyll C. Okay, so some of them also contain like kelps or heterochromes also have a chlorophyll C. Okay, but the major form of chlorophyll is chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. And chlorophyll serves as fuel to photosynthesis because it can harvest the light energy. Okay, which is the primary source of energy on the planet. And chlorophyll are magnesium complex derived from porphyrin. Okay, so the magnesium element is the core element that found in the center of the chlorophyll molecules. Okay, this is the structure of chlorophyll. At the center there is a molecule of magnesium. Okay, so porphyrin is fully unsaturated. Okay, and macrocyclic structure that contain four pyrrole ring. Okay, so this is one pyrrole, second pyrrole, third pyrrole, fourth pyrrole. Okay, so there is four pyrrole ring in the structure of chlorophyll. Okay, that form pyrrole carbonatum on the periphery of the chlorophyll structure and number 1 to 8. Okay, and carbonatum of the bridging carbon are designated as alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. Okay, and substituted porphyrins are named as porphyrins. Okay, and it is a macrocyclic tetrapyrrole pigment in which the pyrrole rings are formed by the methane bridge double bond that form closed conjugated loop as seen in the figure, and porphyrin is considered to be the nucleus of all chlorophyll molecule and is formed by the addition of fifth isocyclic ring to porphyrin. Okay, so this is the some description of the structure of chlorophyll molecule. So there are various types of chlorophyll found in the plants. Okay, uh, approx 6 types of chlorophyll has been discovered in the plants that by have been identified by the famous chemists, including Richard Willistraters, Hans Fischer, Robert Burns, Woodward, and Ian Fleming. Okay, so these researchers discovered the various types of chlorophyll that found in the plants, and their structure are based on a chlorine ring at the center of which is a magnesium ion. So the structure can have different side chain depending on the type of chlorophyll. Okay, so the basic structure are same in all chlorophyll molecules, but the only difference in the branching pattern in the chlorophyll molecule. Okay, so the chlorophyll A molecule is the most widely occurring and universal type of chlorophyll in the plants. Okay, and they found in the plant, even algae and many other aquatic organisms. And chlorophyll A is the molecular structure consisting of chlorine ring with magnesium at its center, and it absorbs light from red, blue, and violet wavelengths of visible light and gets its color by reflecting green. Okay, now the chlorophyll B. It is a chlorophyll that is mostly found in the plant, along with the chlorophyll A. It aids the process of photosynthesis by helping in light absorbing energy, and primarily it absorbs blue light. And the pigment itself is yellow in color. And similarly to chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B molecular structure has four ions, nitrogen ring with a magnesium center with side chain hydrocarbon tails, and chlorophyll C1. So the chlorophyll C1 works in conjunction with chlorophyll A, okay, to absorb light and aid photosynthesis. Okay, so this type of chlorophyll has a brownish or golden color and found in the most of the marine algae. And the molecular structure of chlorophyll C consists of a chlorine ring but does not have a tail of hydrocarbon. Okay, so this is chlorophyll C1, and chlorophyll C2 is similar to the chlorophyll C1. Okay, and mostly found in marine and freshwater algae. And its molecular structure has four iron, nitrogen ring, and magnesium center, but does not have a tail. Okay, and the chlorophyll D is also found in some of the organisms. Okay, like in the cyanobacteria, for example, Acariophaloris marina. Okay, so this chlorophyll D identified comparatively recently in 1996. Okay, so chlorophyll D is a type of chlorophyll that absorbs light, which is in the extreme red end of the light spectrum. Okay, so each chlorophyll molecule absorbs light of specific wavelength. Okay, and chlorophyll F. So chlorophyll F absorbs infrared light from most extreme end of the red spectrum. Okay, and chlorophyll F occur in nature is very less except found in the some of the cyanobacteria. And chlorophyll F exact function in the process of photosynthesis is also uncertain. Okay, but it's found in the light harvesting complex. So some more concept related to the chlorophyll. So, as you know that the name derived from the Greek word that is chloros, which means greens. Okay, that's why it is called chlorophylls. Name given because it look like green in color, and phylos mean leaf. Okay, so green color that found on the leaf. Okay, so name derived from this Greek word is chlorophyll. Okay, and if we talk about the synthesis, so it synthesizes from succinyl CoA and glycine. Okay, so these are the precursor for chlorophyll synthesis. Okay, succinyl CoA and glycine, and immediate precursor to chlorophyll A and B is protochlorophyllite. Okay, immediate precursor means just before formation of chlorophyll. Okay, because there are biochemical pathways there. Okay, in which the starting or molecule is succinyl CoA or glycine, which is act as a precursor, but the last molecule or immediate precursor is chlorophyll A and B is protochlorophyllite. Okay, and it contains hydrophobic phytol chain embedded in a lipid membrane. And rest structure is tetrapyrrolic ring. Okay, and it is a part of pigment that absorb the energy from light. So, chlorophyll and photosynthesis. Okay, these both are correlated process. So, autotrophic process due to the chlorophyll that found in the plant. Okay, if there is no chlorophyll in the plant did not able to absorb light. Okay, and cannot form their food their own. That's why the due to the presence of chlorophyll, the plants are autotrophic. Okay, so plant and plant-like organisms make their energy from sunlight. Okay, and stored as a carbohydrate in their bodies. Okay, so this is the reaction which very much everyone knows. This is the reaction of photosynthesis, and makes organic molecule out of inorganic material, that is carbon dioxide and water, and it begin all food chain and webs. Okay, any food chain and food web is start from the autotrophs or plants. Thus all life is supported by the process of photosynthesis, and it also makes oxygen. Okay, so why only green and not black? Okay, so black color is the best absorber of light. Okay, but why not the pigment absorb or pigment are not black and it is green. So they why could not plant evolve this change? So plant except some red algae appear brown or green but not black. Okay. So the answer is if plant had pigment that absorb UV and X-rays, this would means that electron could be knocked off their orbitals and the molecules destroyed. Okay, because the black color can absorb all the long range of wavelength of light. So if plant absorb infrared light or radio waves, there would not be enough energy for electron transfer, just enough to warm up the molecules. Okay, so that's why the chlorophyll has green in color. Now the second pigment which we have to discuss here, carotenoids. So carotenoids is red, orange, or yellow pigment. Okay, and it function as a accessory pigment in plants. Okay, accessory pigment that helps in the uh, provide a color to the plant and absorb a wavelength not readily absorbed by the chlorophyll. Okay, for example, carotene that found in the carrots, luteins, which is yellow in color, yellow pigment that found in the fruits and vegetables, and lycopene, okay, which is a red pigment that found in the tomatoes. Okay, so all these are the example of carotenoids. And if we talk about the occurrence, so carotenoids are lipid soluble, yellow, orange, red color pigments that found in the chloroplast and chromoplast. Okay, so chromoplast is a uh, like chloroplast, but it didn't have the chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Okay, and animal cannot synthesize carotenoids, so their presence is due to dietary intake. And carotenoids are the most complex class of natural food colorants, with around 750 different structures identified in the carotenoids. And carotenoids can be divided into carotenes containing only carbon and hydrogen. Okay, and another example of carotenoids is lycopene. So lycopene, being a precursor in the biosynthesis of beta carotene, lycopene can be expected to be found in the plants. Okay, because lycopene is the precursor of beta carotene. And the best known source of lycopene are tomato, watermelon, guava, pink grapefruit. All these have lycopene. And in tomato, oleander also contain appreciable amount of beta-carotene, phytine, and phytolactin. All these are carotenoids. Okay, because carotenoids are the group of pigments. And another example of carotenoids is lutein. And lutein is also a very common carotenoid, and the name is derived from the Latin word that is meaning is yellow. And lutein is made from Aztec marigold, and also contains some G-xanthine, okay, approx 10%, and lutein containing only 10 conjugated double bond, okay, and it is more yellowish green in color. So are the example of carotenoids. And now, what are the role of carotenoids in the plants? So carotenoids attract pollinators, okay, such as various insects that help in the pollination or help in the seed dispersion, and accessory photosynthetic pigment in period of low light. Okay, so it can help in the absorbing light when the intensity of light is very low, and absorb excess light energy. Okay, which may be harmful for the plants, and it has a antioxidant roles, and it may be substrate for various hormones or plant hormones. And carotenoids are present in carrots, sweet potatoes, winter squash, pumpkins, green leafy vegetables, uh, cantaloupe, apricot. All these fruits and vegetables have carotenoids. And next pigment is anthocyanin. Okay, so anthocyanin means flower blue. Okay, because anthocyanin is blue in color, and water soluble anthocyanin is a water soluble pigment. Okay, and anthocyanin is in group of flavonoid pigment, and color appear as red to blue, okay, according to the pH of the medium, and occur in all tissue of higher plants, but color not noticeable, and have purple color, and are present in vegetables like onions, cabbage, potato, red, blue, and purple berries, black beans. All these have anthocyanin in different concentration. And what are the role of anthocyanin in plants? So plants attract pollinators, and seed dispersed repels predators, and protects cells from damage by excess light, and it improves plant tolerance to the stress such as drought and UV light, particularly UVB light, and it improves night vision and other vision, and there are some disorder is there, and protect against heart disease. Okay, so this is a very important class of pigment. And next pigment or biological pigment is betalins. And betalins is red or yellow pigments. Okay, and betalins are the water soluble pigment that synthesized from tyrosine. Okay, so that tyrosine is the precursor for the synthesis of betalins, and never co-occur in plants having anthocyanins. Okay, and found in the beets, spinach, fruits of prickly, pears, cactus. Okay, so all these have vitamins. And what is the role of vitamins in the plants? So vitamins act as an antioxidant. It protects plant from oxidative damage, and it protect against heart disease. And that's why it used as a herbal supplements, and it protect from various cancer, ulcer, liver damage. Okay, so that's why it used as a herbal medicine. Okay, and if we talk about the avens, so the name betalins comes from the Latin name of common wheat, that is Beta vulgaris, from which betalins were first extracted. And betalins are a class of red and yellow or indole derived pigment, and these pigments found in the plants of the caryophyllales, where they replace anthocyanin pigments, and they are most often noticeable in the petals of flowers, but may color the fruits, leaves, stems, roots of the plants that contain the betalins. Okay, and betalins is the water soluble pigment, and that found in the vacuole of the plant cell. Okay, so that's why it can be extracted from the plant cell and can be used in the various elements. So, so there are two types of vitamins is there. First is beta cyanins, and second is beta xanthins. So beta cyanins include the reddish to violet vitamins pigments, and vitamins present in the plants include betanin, isobetanin, probetanin, neobetanin. Okay, so these are the beta cyanins which has reddish to violet color, and beta xanthins are betalins pigment which appear yellow to orange color, and beta-xanthins in plants include vulgaxanthins, okay, and miraxanthins, portulaxanthins, indicaxanthins. So these are the various beta-xanthins that may reported in the plants. And vitamins absorb light strongly because their synthesis is prompted by light. Okay, and they affect strongly by the environmental factors, and the color is not affected by the pH. Okay, like anthocyanin. And now next pigment is xanthophylls. So xanthophylls is the fourth common class of pigments that found in the plants, and xanthophylls essentially oxidize carotenes, and usually red and yellow in color, and do not absorb energy as well as carotenoids. Okay, so this is the different types of pigment that found in the plants, xanthophylls. And the next is flavonoids. So flavonoids or bioflavonoids, and the word derived from the Latin word that is flavus, which means yellow. Okay, and a class of plant secondary metabolites, also flavonoids. Okay, and over 5,000 naturally occurring flavonoids have been characterized from various plant species, and can be utilized in the various therapeutics and various types of disease treatment of diseases, and they have been classified according to their chemical structure and are usually subdivided into the following subgroup. For example, anthoxanthins, flavones, flavonols, flavans, anthocyanidins. Okay, these are the various subgroup of flavonoids. So, so these are the various pigment or various biological pigment. Okay, some of them are provide help in the photosynthesis, or some of them provide the color to the plants, Okay, and some of the pigment can be used in the various treatment of various type of cancer, because they are the act as an antioxidant. Okay, so that's why life would be nothing without plants, because plants are the primary primary component in the ecosystem, because they can able to absorb energy from the sunlight, okay, which any other organism can do in the planet, okay, and due to this special function, the plant have a very important role to sustain ecosystem, okay, and the energy which the consumer obtain, that's only comes from the light energy, which that can observed by the plants or autotrophs. Okay, that's why life would be nothing without plants. Okay, that's why this statement is very true. Okay, and plants would be nothing without colors. Okay, because the various plants and due to their color, due to their flower color used as a in a garden, okay, and for the aesthetic purpose. So green plant having chlorophyll have a vital role in the photosynthesis, and which is a process that necessary for existing life on the earth. And red and yellow plants and flowers having carotenoids or beta lacys that provide fresh fruit and help in the pollination. And blue plants and flowers having anthocyanin are strong antioxidant. Okay, so all these are the importance or significance of biological pigments. Okay, so it is very important category of molecule that found in the plants. Okay, so these are the references. Okay, so the book is reference book of plant anatomy. Okay, and another book of plant anatomy, a concept-based approach to the structure of seed plant. Okay, so these are the books from which the content are prepared. Now you have to attempt a quiz. The first of the question is which of the following molecule lacking magnesium ion? Okay, chlorophyll A, bacterial chlorophyll, chlorophyll C, okay, pheophytin. Okay, which of the pigment which lack magnesium ion in their structure? And another question is the primary pigment in photosynthesis is, okay, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, chlorophyll A, B, both chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, or carotenoid. Okay, which of the following the primary pigment of photosynthesis? And the pigment that gives a brown color to kelp or brown algae is chlorophyll C, pheophytin, phygosanthin, phycocyanin. Okay, which is the correct answer? And phycobilins like phycoerythrins, phycocyanin are accessory pigment that found in the green plant, blue green algae or red algae, blue green algae or diatoms, red algae and brown algae. Okay, and which of the following pigments are present in all photosynthetic plants like chlorophyll A and B, chlorophyll A and carotenoids, chlorophyll A, B and carotenoids? Next question, instead of methyl group at the third carbon of the side group of the chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B has carboxylic group, carbonyl group, aldehyde group, and alcohol group. And which of the following is a water soluble pigment? Chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, carotenoids, phycobilins. Okay. And next question is the photosynthetic pigment are located in chloroplast, granum, stroma, or thylakoids. Okay, so you have to note down answer. Then at the end of the quiz, you have to cross check your answer with the answer key. And role of vitamins is it acts as an antioxidant. It may protect against heart disease. It may use in a various cancer or ulcer. Okay. And next question is carotenoids are present in carrots, sweet potato, winter squash. Okay, so which of the following answer is correct? Okay, now you have to check your answer with the answer key. Okay, so thank you very much.